Kindly sit down. Thank you for your courtesy. I only have 2 pages for you, uh, just enough for me to fly out at sunset time. Uh, but this would not reflect my sentiments of the moment. You know, before a place can really be developed or a viable place to do business, you have to establish first law and order. That is my experience in Mindanao, and that is my experience as a city mayor of Davao City for 23 years. I was able to get what I want, maybe because I was given so much time to do it. Dito ngayon, I know that the NPAs are working overtime. And sino ba NPA dito ngayon? Sa likod. Dinaya lahat. Pagka, alam mo, I don't know what will happen to the talks. But if you guys want just maybe a place where you can work and earn money for your family, for their education, you might do well just to talk to anybody, even to the military and the police, about how we can sort it out among ourselves. War would bring us nothing. Mindanao has been there fighting, cutting each other's throat for almost 50 years. Kayo mga komunista. And you are starting to be arrogant again, and you want war. So, another 50 years of slaughtering your own countrymen. If that is what you want, and you stymie the development of this nation, not for you, but for your children and your grandchildren now, it's your take. Whatever you want, then so be it. But I'm appealing to you, malakas ang NPA dito, ano naman makukuha ninyo? I mean, season is there. You believe in what is in his head. I listened to him, and I believe in many years ago. But you know, there is always a time to reflect and review what we have in this life. Hindi madali ito. It's not revolution. It's to revolutionize, to develop. It ain't really the way. It has to be evolution. Dahan-dahan yan. You allow government to work in this area, establish economic centers, make it productive, make it safe, make the buildings, the structures, fire-free, no attack, no killing. Pero pag hindi niyo naintindihan yan, and you rely on your arms, maybe sometimes pag-isipan ninyo, what you were thinking or how brave you were before holding the rifle, and how brave you are now killing your countrymen and destroying for nothing because you have a gun. Isipin mo nga kung ano ka ngayon. But then, isipin mo rin kung ano ang nangyari sa inyo. Baka nga naman talagang pinahirapan kayo. And that is why we are here. I ordered the destruction. Ano man sabihin ninyo na may corruption pa, meron pa rin. Hindi ko maubos kagad ng isang araw. And do not believe that General La Peña here, the Customs Commissioner, is corrupt. He is not. He was for the longest time a chief of police in Davao City. And even Fildon, you know why I trust him? We got some money when we raided Mighty Cigarettes. Did you how much we earned from there? 40 billion. Siya lang ang nag-tip sa akin. He was the sole singular guy in government na nagbulong sa akin nga there is smuggling, so much smuggling that if we can destroy it, we will have the money. And I would not believe that he would exchange that for a few million. 6 million. And it included my son. Yung ganon. Kahit sinira ako to, because you have to show to the world that you have a viable place of investment and business. And the only way to show it is that you are productive and that you have the economy to absorb the productivity of the population. The life source, the source of government funding is taxes. Wala nang iba. We cannot print money beyond our value as a nation. GDP, and all the productivity that you can exert. That would constitute kung gaano tayo kayaman. Na vis-a-vis with America, ang dollar natin is 52.50. Ang dollar nila sa ating peso is $1 per 53 pesos. It's because walang trabaho, may gera tayo dyan sa NPA, wala naman pumupunta dito, takot. Hesitant because there is trouble and the NPA is abound. And for what? You've been doing it for 50 years. You have stymied the ambitions of people. Kayong mga taga rito, kung maniwala kayo sa NPA, hindi kayo lalabas dito. Yung mga mahirap ninyo, yan ang sinasabi ko sa lahat, pati sa hulo. Anaka, if you do not shape up, we will never get from the rut of poverty. You'll just have to trust government, and anyway, there's an election. So ako, sinabi ko, I have many issues. Plenty. Errors, marami. But the issue of money was never one of them. Kaya nung nag-mayor ako, sabi ko, I want this city. Now, you want an example of what a productive city is? Hindi ako magyayabang. Pumunta kayo ng Davao City. Kayo lang nasubrahan siguro ni Inday, yung anak ng mayor ko, because a lot of lamentations, not complaints about, kasi doon, pagka alas 12, sarado lahat. Nobody would serve you any alcoholic drink, nobody would entertain you, and nobody walks the streets because baka maloitering ka. Pero hindi ang kasalanan. Nobody is prevented from walking thereabout in any of the places in the Philippines. There is freedom of expression and freedom of happiness. But kung matuto ang tao, and I think that, ang NPA naman, hindi naman masyado inatake yung Davao. You did it once and you earned the ire of the mayor. Eh ngayon, magkalaban na kayo. So what's the... Bakit kayo You know, the machines are there, the equipments are there. They need people to work on it and produce something of value that contributes to the income of government. GDP is simply income ng gobyerno. Yan ang dapat isipin ninyo. Itong Cagayan, getting rid of the NPAs, I said thank me for sending the Marines here. But sa Marines, we still have to spend for their salaries. And they are behaved because they are professionals and paid by government. Yan ang gusto ko. Same with the police. So what's the point of killing people, killing the soldiers? For what? For nothing. And you have not been able to realize, even in a scale of 1 to 10, hanggang 1.1 lang kayo hanggang ngayon. And yet you insist in fighting government. Ako ayaw kong pumatay ng Pilipino. Be very sure of that. Ayaw ko talaga. And the more, and I appeal to them, you enjoy killing your own countrymen? Is that what you want? So I ask the people there when I was there, when can I go here in Hulo without an arm and without a soldier? I am a Moro, my grandmother is. But can I walk the streets of the, maybe personally, you'd hate me to see me die. But, how about the others? How about the Christians? They are avoiding places. Nandiyan yung kidnapping, nandiyan yung... So when can I go to Zamboanga, Hulo, Siasi, without a firearm and without a soldier or policeman guiding me or keeping watch? Ako ayaw kong ang kotse ko when I travel, I'm the only one. Wala akong kasama, ayaw ko. Hindi kasi ako nasanay, kasi sa Davao, nagmumotor lang ako, kaya ako dumugo yung... It pains me to see things that I love. I love riding the motor. I have toured the entire length and breadth of this country. Motorbike lang, big bike. Yes. Inikot ko na itong Pilipinas. Kasi sa Mindanao, pag hindi ka nakaikot ng Pilipinas, wala kang fictional badge. Badge ng you are not allowed to talk in front of people who have been here around because who have not yet attained that honor of going around the country. Sarap sana. I fell in love with my country when I kaganda. Mababait naman ang tao. Sana ngayon, give, wala naman talaga yung si season, the unreasoned position, you know, that they cannot carry a fight. What do you really want? You cannot even occupy a barangay for a sitio for 24 hours. Then you're able to shoot somebody, kill civilians, kill soldiers, for nothing. For nothing. Not even an ideology. There is actually none at all. You are fighting for a bankrupt mind. Isang tao lang ang nag-iisip. There's only one person using his goddamn gray matter between his ears. Para kayong robot kung anong inuutos. Mabuti pa itong mga pulis pati sundalo pag agrabyado nagsasabi pa, Mr. President, hindi pwede yan. Eh, kayo pa nga robot. It's all, what? 50 years? Well, everybody dies. Ikaw, on a bad day, ma-encuentro mo yung mga Marines pati police. It's either you or sila. And that is your life story. Hanggang dyan ka lang. So ako, I love motorcycles. But I love my country more. Why? Because I sought the presidency. And I got it, I don't know how. Alam naman ninyo, dito, walang ako ni isang barangay captain sa Luzon. In the entire Abra, si ano lang. Sino yung bang? Si Sharis. Oh, padala siya ng wild mushroom kagabi. Sabi ko, makain ba itong yawa na ito? Baka wild mushroom eh. But it was really very delicious. Sana magpadala pa siya. Sana kayo. Baski kontrapartido tayo. Wala na akong ambient politics. I cannot seek re-election. I hit the wall. There's something. So I will not waste my time just talking, coming here, and allowing corruption. Hindi ko talaga, ayaw ko. Huwag kayong pumasok dyan. Sabi ko, Duterte may corruption. Talaga. Pero today I have fired, and what is really very what is pitiful is that most of them were with me since 1988 when I became mayor. Alam mo, pag ang tao nakahawak ng posisyon, gano'n eh. Kaya ang lamentation ko, I would not read my speech. I want a dialogue with you. Ang masakit sa akin yung, sige, takbo ka, because the country needs this, the country needs this. Or ay corruption na putang ina pagdating ng panahon na una. Just the same. Kayo, pagdating ninyo, huwag kayo maniwala. Marami magpunta yan, galing probinsya, galing kung saan-saan. Patakbuhin ka itong delegation ng ang putang ina nandyan na sa pwesto, nakaw dito, nakaw doon. Travel dito, travel doon. Kaya ang pera niya. Imagine going out of the country 21 times. So most of them said, you want to be a tourist? Okay, you establish a travel agency. Nagbibigay ng free ticket. At sa travel kayo, ma'am? MRRD. Punta kayo ng Davao, ma'am. I am inviting you. Purbang na rin ka barangay lang. Wala, no? Really, I am inviting the original MRRD to visit me. But only the beautiful ones, ha? And totoo yan. You have to, I am more in the dialogue with the Filipinos at the back, pati yung mga NPA. Walang mangyayari sa atin dito. But I promise you, surrender ka sa police o sa military, then I'll give you a job automatic at bigyan kita ng bahay, kagaya sa Mindanao. Right away, if in numbers kayo, 50, I will establish an a community. I will begin the housing project. And in the meantime, bigyan ko kayo ng allowance. At dito kung matuloy, hindi niyo istorbohin itong mga investors. Mahalin ninyo, may trabaho kayo. Mga anak ninyo makapag-aral. At kung makapag-aral sila mag-high-tech, one day, baka maging supervisor pa dito o maging manager. But if you take on the course of that shit, wala. Hindi kayo makalalabas. Never get out of the poverty of kahirapan. May nagpasok man sa ears ko. Gulo, dilaw yun. Yung dilaw, yellow, to the Visayans, ice yan in our Tokatis. Yellow is ice. Kayong mga yellow, pati lahat na tayo, set aside politics. Yung dilaw, matagal nang natutunaw. Because yellow, I said, in our dialect is Yun ang tawag namin. Magbili ka ng yelo. Wala, tunaw na. Ano pa bang gawain natin niya? At I have to stop talking because they are signaling me that there's a high range of mountains there in the ang next magsira nito kung malasin tayo, si Robredo niya, kaya sirain niya. Basta gano'n. I admit hanggang ngayon meron. Pero masiguro mo, pag nahuli kita, diretso yan. It's the secretary. Kasi ako, to be frank with you, there is actually no commercial paper on my table. Wala akong mga transactions sa reclamation, railway, economic zone. It stays, it ends, and it begins with the cabinet member. Wala akong pinahat even marginal notes. What I have are the appointments and the policy, foreign affairs. No, so if the investors would want to see me and say, what's the kind of business? You to Secretary Dominguez. I cannot help you. I do not know. I'm a lawyer. I'm not a businessman. I hate to say, I get dizzy with that drop about economy, dropping, going up, and what is worse is that our I don't know what happened to idiots. They began to tinker with the figures and letters, mixing them up. That's why bakit ito na, ang figures, sinali mo doon sa alphabet. 2C equals, 1C equals, WC. Ano ba ito? Minus 2R, 2D. Why do you have to mix it up when you can make this as simple? One line is the expense, the other line is the profit, and that's it. Today you lost 70. Do not have to give me that. So I'm not the fellow that you'd want to talk to. So you just talk to the appropriate department where your business is germane to. Or maybe, do not come to because I'm busy with papers and busy with the angels. Beautiful angels. Because not all angels are good. There are also angels who are sinners like me. So I'm busy with it. Thank you for inviting me and mabuhay kayong lahat.